I picked up the phone there at my desk that day and called PRMA almost as soon as I hung up the phone from my original surgeon. And I was put in contact with Courtney. Courtney's the out-of-state provider, and immediately she made me realize that I could be excited again about this surgery. She told me that if I wanted surgery in January, there was no reason why we couldn't do surgery in January. She put me in contact with a lady that had had surgery just 11 days earlier, who was so excited about the surgery. She made me excited. Courtney continued to call me a couple of times during that next week. And I remember the day a week later that she called and was going to get us an appointment for surgery. As the surgery got closer, I got more excited instead of getting more worried. I knew it was a big surgery, but I also knew what to expect. I talked to Terry, who'd had surgery before me, and I wasn't worried anymore. I knew it was something that I could do. I started to talk to Courtney about a video, and I realized one thing that I thought women would really enjoy would be to see the experience from the hospital to the hotel and to know what is it really like. And she thought it was a good idea, and so that's how I ended up here. Hopefully you will enjoy getting to see me going to the hospital and getting through this procedure, and it'll be a benefit to you. So it is the morning of surgery. It's about 6 o'clock and we are headed over to the hospital. We went over there yesterday and did their walking trail, which was fun, and we took a tour of the hospital. I recommend that. The hospital is huge. It is a maze to get through. There's a couple of parking garages. They did warn us that they get full fast, and so we're going to get over there and see if we can get a spot. I will see you later. Good morning. I'm here again. We got checked in downstairs at the registration area. Came upstairs to the 4th floor. So if you're going to go check out the waiting room with your husband on a tour, go check out the 4th floor. Got called back. My husband came with me, and I put on the pretty purple gown here, and we are waiting on Dr. Arishta, so can't wait. Okay, this is it. I am here with Dr. Arishta, and I am waiting to meet the anesthesiologist. I've already met my nurse, and in 8 hours surgery will be done, and I'll have 2 breasts. Who knew? All right, I'll talk to you later. So we're 1 day out from surgery, and you'll notice my throat is a little bit scratchy, and that's common whenever you have a vent going down your throat, but it doesn't really hurt. I wanted to tell you just a little bit about surgery because I think everybody wants to know, what is recovery like? I've read so many of PRMA's blogs that I could not believe that you don't have any pain, and sure enough, they're all telling the truth. You don't have any pain, very slight pain here and there, and you've got a pain pump for that, and so you can just push the button. I was just thrilled. It's an amazing feeling to wake up and have a nurse come and put a Doppler on your breast and be able to listen to the sound of blood flowing through. They wake you up about every hour, and you get to listen to those blood vessels, and they get a little stronger each time, and it's just such an exciting thing to be done. I found last night when I would wake up in the middle of the night, I did what I've done for 15 months, and I thought about, okay, when's the surgery? How long is it going to last? What's the recovery going to be really like? And I had to almost pinch myself, and I had to step away and think, it's over. It's all done. And so I'm just so thankful to be here and finished. And I'm so excited that I got to do it with PRMA. This morning, I got up and I got to come and sit in the chair. The chair is very comfortable. Some women have said they even sleep in the chair, and so actually I'm thinking about doing that. Just love all the nurses, and the staff has been so great. I had a great oxygen level, and so I was able to take the oxygen off, which was one of those things that I really wanted to have off if I could, but I wasn't going to try to push the envelope. So when they offered that around noon today, I was extra excited. Then Dr. Arishta came by, and he said, if you're feeling hungry, you probably need to eat something, and that means you're on the road to recovery. And so I actually had a liquid breakfast and liquid lunch, and when he comes tomorrow, we'll talk about expanding that. So that's another thing. Every woman wants food, right? And so I was pretty excited. I had no idea there was so much different liquids that you could have, but I had probably 6 items each time, and I thought that pretty much rocked. So today's Saturday. I had surgery on Thursday. Today I got to get up and walk over to the sink and put some water through my hair, and then we went out into the halls and I walked a small circle. I was pleasantly surprised that I could walk and I could almost stand up straight. You never know how you're going to be when you're getting up for the first time, but I was glad to see that I could walk around the hall without getting dizzy. The nurses have been very kind. They have tried to meet any of the requests that I have. You know, if I want to take off the socks for a little while, they'll take those off. If I need a little bit more to drink or some food, they've tried to get me whatever I want. They know that I like the cranberry juice more than the apple, and so yeah, I've only had to tell them once, and they make sure they have the Sprite and cranberry juice like I like, which has been really nice. Going into surgery here in San Antonio, I think my biggest concern was pain management. Where I had my mastectomy done, I had horrible pain, and I know some of you can probably identify with that. And once you've had that kind of pain coming out of surgery, you're kind of fearful for the next surgery, and so I didn't know what to expect. I was going to tell you a little bit about my pain levels, just so I know everybody's different, but I know you kind of wanted to have an idea as well. All day yesterday my pain was at 0, which was amazing. I have a pain pump that I can hit every 10 minutes, and then I also have a constant pain medicine that goes through the IV at all times. The one place I do have a little bit of pain is in the middle of the nights. I'll fall asleep, and then of course if I haven't been hitting that pain pump all the time, you do have a little bit of pain there. But again, compared to what pain I've experienced with the mastectomy, I'm just amazed to think that I had half of my body torn up here and I'm not in any more pain. Dr. Rishta let me go ahead and start solid foods today, and so I was thrilled to be able to eat a meal. The chicken broth and beef broth doesn't taste bad, but I'm one that really likes regular food too, and so he was very kind in saying, let's go ahead and eat some regular food, and so that definitely put a smile on my face. When you look at the end result, you're always trying to look ahead and see what it looks like, and I would be lying if I told you they look perfect now, but to even have breast is pretty amazing, and I can definitely see by the time I get to stage 2 that it'll be well worth the journey to have gotten that far. So right now I'd love to be able to see what 3 or 4 months down the road looks like, but patience, and that's a lot of what cancer is about, is just you have to go through stage 1 just to get to stage 2, and it's not going to be tomorrow. So I am pretty excited to look ahead.
So I want to do one last video update. We leave for Kansas tomorrow. It's Sunday. I had surgery a week ago Thursday. I had my first pre-op appointment on Friday, so just over a week. And Dr. Rishta, we were wondering if we would need to stay another week, how long, and I'm doing well enough that he said, let's just get you home to your kids, which definitely made my husband and I happy. We went out and had pedicures that same day, so I was doing pretty good. Yesterday we went out and ate at a nice restaurant, we went to a movie, and recovery's been pretty good. It's been a big recovery, but it's been very doable. I wanted to leave you with the idea that you can do this. PRMA will help you. When we sit down and talk to Dr. Rishta on Friday about surgery number 2, my husband mentioned that we would like to maybe have surgery on a Friday, if he would even consider doing surgery on Friday. And they actually asked us what date we wanted. He threw out a couple of dates that worked into his calendar, which was amazing because we've not been able to look at our calendar for 15 months, and here my husband was picking out a couple of dates that worked for him. Dr. Rishta, we told him, any date that works for you, and he said no. He said, I'll be here. What works for you guys? And that struck me. I wasn't just another chart and just another name. He really wanted to do something that worked for us. He said, I'll do surgery any of the day of the week, and I'll be here. We will go home tomorrow, and I can't tell you what it feels like to go home and to have cancer behind me. I wanted to tell myself that the surgery wasn't a big deal, and I had the self-confidence that I didn't need it. But every day that I get up now, it's like a new beginning, and I'm so excited to have the results that I have. I'm thankful to Dr. Arishta and to his nurse Heather and to Courtney and for all the guidance they've given us. But I'm here to tell you that if you want to do this, I know it seems like a big step, and it's probably a long ways away, and it's a lot of time and commitment, and it's a hard recovery, but it's nothing compared to what you've been through. You've been through so much that the surgery's nothing, and it's so rewarding.